You've got mail.
Greetings, historians, and welcome back to House of Ideas Historian. New look, new camera, but same show. What we're going to be doing today is we've got an unboxing today, and this is going to be a Star Wars themed box. I bought some more books off of Live's show from Fenix Comics. Hit them up in the description down below. I know we just had May the 4th, but I always love celebrating on May 25th, the anniversary of Star Wars, A New Hope. That's coming up on Monday. So my two shows this weekend are going to be Star Wars themed. For now, let's dig into this box and see what we got. And here we go. Some more bubble wrap. Let's take a look into this. And I've got some scissors right here because don't want to hurt the books by doing some ripping. Alright, and as Fenix always does, God bless them, we've got a True Believer look right here. Nice free book. Didn't buy that, but love it. We'll take a look at that in a little bit, but for now, let's dig into these books. We're going to just do this pretty quick and standard. I normally like to show a heads down view, but I don't have the technology for that today. So I'm just going to have to hold things up for you. I hope you're okay with that. Alright, so big haul today. We're just gonna go quickly and see what we have. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Good picks, bad picks. I'm excited, so we're just gonna dig on in. First things first. So you're gonna notice a huge theme here. I'm a sucker for anniversary covers. So here we go. This is an anniversary cover. It's actual Poe Dameron number 19, but more importantly, it's the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. Again, Star Wars birthday is coming up on Monday. 43 awesome years. Alright, and we've got another one. This is Dr. Aphra number 15, but as we said before, it's going to be one of those 40th anniversary covers. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. If you know Star Wars, you know what's about to happen here. Chewie's about to get screwed over. I'm calling you out, Leia. Screwed over. Alright, and we've got another 40th anniversary. These two are clearly bamboozled by old man Ben coming up behind him. And we're looking on... Alright, so moving on from the 40th anniversary of Star Wars, we are now moving into some the greatest moments variants. This is my favorite movie of all time. Of all time, sorry Avengers Endgame, sorry Iron Man 1, it's actually this. It's Empire Strikes Back. Again, Dr. Aphra book, but more importantly, we're talking about the dinner from hell. How uncomfortable this dinner had to have been. Alright, moving on, we got, I saw this book and I just about died. I had to have it. This is actually Bounty Hunters number 2. But more importantly, 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. Look at that beauty. Oh my god. I'm an Empire junkie. So AT-AT, at, whatever you call it, you should call it AT-AT. But this cover is freaking beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright, moving on. Moving to the next one. Okay, we're going for our first non-variant cover here. We're looking at Return of the Jedi, the original limited series. So, Star Wars, and I'm going to be doing a bigger cover. We're going to do a bigger video about this, covering this a little bit later. But quick rundown, if y'all did not know, Marvel did the first Star Wars comics. So what I have right here is in junction with Return of the Jedi. They had a 4 limited run miniseries. And let's see if we have them all here in a row. Okay, I've got 3 of them for now. I picked up the limited run of the Return of the Jedi. I actually got all 4 of them. We'll probably dig through here to find the others. Here's 3 of them. I'm pretty excited. They're good looking covers. And Return of the Jedi, one of the best movies ever made. Not my favorite, but not bad at all. Love it. All right. Hot take right here. Ewoks, love them or hate them? I personally freaking love the Ewoks. So let's take a look at this. We're talking Star Wars number 94. Look at him in all his glory. Oh my gosh, that stick will beat down any Jedi. Beats anyone. Oh my goodness. Super awesome looking cover. I'm not sure how many of these Star Wars covers are making the wall, but this one is. Look at him in all his glory. Had to pick him up. Oh my goodness. All right, moving on. Oh, hey, here's that Return of the Jedi we talked about. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Return of the Jedi. All right, so I know that we love Star Wars. Again, that's all we're talking about today. What I've got right here is the number 1 of the Darth Vader comic. This is the 3rd volume of Darth Vader, but it looked freaking hot. Vader surrounded by, we've got 2 of the Death Troopers right there. Freaking awesome. Gotta love it. Right here we've got number 2 of that same run, so I can continue my reading. Gotta love reading during the lockdown. Moving right along, we've got Bounty Hunters number 1. So I've got Bounty Hunters number 1, and I've got Bounty Hunters number 2 as one of those really cool variant issue covers. But, you know, I'm a sucker for Bounty Hunters. I've got a bit of a shrine of Bounty Hunter pops. It's a whole thing. I know. So with The Mandalorian going on right now, Disney Plus, wonderful show. Check it out. I'm not getting paid for Disney plugs, but you freaking know I love Disney. Everyone is a bit of sucker for the Mandalorian armor. But who wore it first? We're not talking chronological here. We're talking about appearance. Well, one man or one clone wore it first and wore it best. We're talking Boba freaking Fett. Look at this cover. Genius. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. All right, that is the first of the first group. We're just chugging along here. Doing good. All right, moving on to the next group. Super speed time. All right, moving right along, chugging right along. What we've got right here. Oh boy, again, 40th anniversary of my favorite movie ever. Gotta love this scene. People talk all the time about whose saber does the hero saber belong to. Is it Anakin's? Is it Luke's? Is it Rey's? Is it Finn's? Well, tell you what, I've got pictorial evidence right here. It's freaking Han Solo's. Can't deny the facts, people. Han Solo had it first. All right, next one. Cool cover. All right, so again, moving on with the 40th anniversary of my favorite movie ever. We've got some AT-ATs hunting down rebel scum. This is beautiful. This is what I live for. Empire for life. Actually, I'm not wearing a long sleeve shirt today. Look at this. Empire for life. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. All right, moving along. We've got TIE Fighter number 5. I've got TIE Fighter number 4 in here somewhere. I don't have 2 through ever, but just looking at this cover, oh, I got it for the cover, 100%. You got some squints, you got some eyeballs, you got a TIE bomber up here. I love space combat. Just do, absolutely love it. Played X-Wing for years. I read all the X-Wing books. Gotta love it. All right, Kylo Ren, Rise of Kylo Ren number 4. Again, picking up for the cover at this point. Pretty cool. I'm eventually gonna read this run, obviously. Haven't read it yet. Moving on, moving on. I kind of went just a smidge crazy on these 40th anniversary covers because we've got another 40th anniversary cover. This one is actually a pretty cool one. You know the scene, but you got it from a different angle right here. And this is when we first saw the Death Star really show its power. R.I.P. All of Alderaan, and you get to see it in Leia's face. Devastating. Beautiful art. I don't know where I'm going to put all these guys. I really don't. But let's keep trugging along. All right, another 40th anniversary. Beautiful. This is going to be Death Star plans when we're watching them trying to figure out the weakness of the Death Star. Spoiler, it's the exhaust ports. Who knew? I did. I've seen it hundreds of times. Thousands, probably. Okay. We love the greatest moments. I picked up just about every greatest moments I saw. So we've got probably the only really good scene, with the exception of the Porgs from Episode 8. I'm really grasping here. I want to like Episode 8. I really do. I like Porgs. We'll just leave it at that. But this scene right here, oh my goodness. Just that goodbye. Brother, sister. It was heartbreaking. And at this point, we already knew that Carrie Fisher had passed. It was... I mean, right? Right. But moving right along, now that was Episode 8, so let's go back into it. And Episode 7, guys, I really liked Episode 7. I know, hot take, we're what, 5 years ago? But I really liked Episode 7. I know people, oh, it's just a ripoff of Star Wars, it's just a New Hope reskin. Whatever. That's true, that's false, I don't care. I love this one. So we've got here right in front of us, Rey's Rise. Look at that. Kylo versus Rey. Palpatine versus Skywalker. Palpatine versus Solo. Beautiful. Of course, we had no idea about Palpatine at that point, but I do now, right? Spoilers for Rise of Skywalker. Should have said that earlier. All right, moving on to another greatest moments. This one might go next to that Bounty Hunters #1 variant I showed you earlier, because look at that. Boba freaking Fett. We've got Luke with his green saber. Where's that saber, by the way? I want to know. I waited an entire trilogy and didn't see it once. We got Leia's saber that I didn't even know was a thing before we figure out where his green saber is, but I'm not salty. But right here, skiff battle. Beautiful, beautiful. I need to breathe for a moment here, folks, because there's one moment in all of cinematography that trumps every other moment out there. The moment that Darth Vader looks Luke dead in the eyes and says, "Luke, I am your father." And with that, we've got the greatest moments right here. This is it. This is the best book that I bought in this group. I don't even care. I don't even care how rare it is. I don't care anything about it. This is the best. Beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. On the live sale, I was milliseconds away from being the first to call it. I was devastated. Devastated. But there was 2 of them there, so I got the second one. Very excited here. Fenix, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, we are down to 4 books left. So, here we go. I didn't get too many of the original Star Wars runs. It's just not a series that I am looking to buy single issue. When it comes down to it, I'm probably just going to buy the Epic Collection. But I did have to pick out a couple. Again, Empire for Life. So what we've got right here is Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars number 39. Freaking awesome Vader. But, you see this ship right back here? The Executor class Star Destroyer. Oh, Executor class. What a ship. I don't know what's going on in this one, but if you had the chance to play chess with Darth Vader, would you do it? I would, mainly because if Vader asked you to play chess, you're not going to say no to that, right? I don't think that's a smart call. Two more. We are gonna go with both of these are a little sad, but we've got right here the reunion of best buds, Luke Skywalker and Biggs Darklighter. Poor Biggs. What you gonna do? I mean, casualties of war, but when it's your best friend, it's rough. Never really got to see that fall out. We never did. Luke had to bear on because he had to take the shot and keep focused, stay on target when his best friend died after a reunion mere hours ago. Talking about sadness and best friends. We're not even going to show this one yet. Of all Star Wars, what is the most emotional battle there is? We saw Darth Maul kill Qui-Gon, and the anguish on Obi-Wan's face. Heartbreaking, but not nearly enough. We saw Luke battle down Darth Vader, fighting his dark instincts, trying to protect his sister. Not enough. The most heart-wrenching battle was in episode 3, because Anakin and Obi-Wan were like brothers. You were a brother to me. But there was a battle very shortly after that. We're talking 20 years. When Anakin took the life of his mentor and best friend, Obi-Wan, on the Death Star. I love this shot looking down because, I don't know, to me, you feel Anakin in it. You just do. R.I.P. Obi-Wan. But, guys, that is what I got for you today. Plain and simple, bunch of raw books. Beautiful. Beauty's gonna bag and board these. Put them into the collection. See what I've got. I think I'm gonna have to pick a couple of these to put on the wall. I don't know what. I've got a special treat for you though. If you hang on right after this, I'm gonna give you a tour of my room. I told you about it a little bit ago. I wanted to show off some of my books I have on the wall. We're gonna do that right now. Alright guys, right through here is where all the magic happens. So this is my library. It's also where I do all my filming. We're just gonna get that out of the way here. We've got on this wall not nearly all, but a bunch of my Avengers keys, and with them pops that I think go well with the books. Obviously you see a couple spots there. We've got some surprises along the way, but I'm not going to tell you what they are now. We want to check out for future videos. We're going to zoom around here. So we just celebrated Marvel's 80th anniversary. Well, just 5 years ago was the 75th anniversary. So that's what I've got right here. Honestly, of all the 75th anniversary posters, the only one I really liked was the Avengers, which works out because I've watched a lot of Avengers throughout the years. So I told you about my Dane Whitman Black Knight cosplay. Beautiful. All right, this is something I don't think you all have seen yet, so I'm pretty excited to show it off. This right here is something I'm very proud about. You've probably seen these covers, but it's kind of Avengers through the years. Marvel through the years. And each book shows a decade. So with the decade, I have paired a pop that encapsulates the entire decade. So here's the 30s, and in that decade, obviously the very first Marvel hero is the Human Torch. Moving on to the 40s, Captain America. I mean, who else was it gonna be? All right, this one, bit tricky, but I think we made it work. 50s. 50s is the Age of the West, Age of the Monsters, Atlas Comics. Honestly, it was almost the death of comic books. One of the bad slumps. But in the 50s, actually I think it was in the 1960, but it's when Groot made his first appearance. And so I took King Groot because we don't have a Fing Fang Foom pop yet. Moving on, we've got the 60s. First appearance of Iron Man. There's so many I could have put here. So many, but I went with first appearance Iron Man because you got the Iron Man right there. 80s, gotta have the first appearance of Wolverine. Perfect pop with that. So many people encapsulate the 80s and are featured here, but gotta go with Wolvie. I'm sorry, I said 80s. This is clearly the 70s. Roast me all you want. Moving on to the 80s. Dark Phoenix Saga. Beautiful pop right there. Had to. Just had to. Moving on to the 90s. Who else do you show off for the 90s if not the Merc with the mouth? Look at that. Alright. 2000s. He may not be featured here, but my favorite Captain America was Bucky Barnes Captain America. So who else am I going to put on here? This last one, I had a lot of ideas who I want to put on for the 2010 decade, but clearly it's going to be Jane Foster Thor. Say hi, Jane. There you go. Moving on, we've got some art. This wall's not finished yet, but it's a start. Some art I picked up through some cons. Ultron, Scarlet Witch. I've mentioned in a couple videos here about them being my favorite Marvel Universe. Got some space for some comic books up top. We've got my MCU pops. We're now moving into an area that you guys probably have seen before, looking at behind me, but those are all my MCU pops. That is my Marvel Legends Iron Man. Just all my books. Honestly, I need to get, you see some up there. I just need reorganize, get them in spots. Secret Wars featuring pretty heavily. Alright, this is what I promised a little bit ago. Finally finished. This is my symbiote shrine. Oh, baby. Alright, so we're going to start right up here in the top. My Secret Wars number 8. You've got the black suit Spider-Man right there. Web of Spider-Man. Lethal Protector. My favorite Venom, we've got Agent Venom, Flash Thompson, baby. Picked up first run of the Symbiote Spider-Man Limited Series, and then we've got the Baby Baby Avengers Symbiote Spider-Man. That was a really cool cover. Had to get it. Y'all saw me unbox 2 of those. We've also got Web of Venom, Venom Unleashed #1, the Stan Lee tribute cover. Over here, Savage Avengers #1, Marvel Comics 1000. We've got the Venomized Ultron. We're gonna kind of, there we go. Venomized Ultron. We've got Captain Marvel 150. This one, no, I love this. I want you to read the US Avengers. Absolutely I will, Uncle Sam. Absolutely I will. And Dr. Doom. Alright, guys. That is my room. Thank you guys so much. Take a look at all this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing this. I hope you like watching it. For now, as always, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the little bell so you get notification of all my videos, all future content. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you want to see? I talk Marvel, I talk Star Wars today. I like talking, so tell me what you want, and tell what you want, what you really want, and I've got it for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe for all future content. Hit me up on my socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you guys. Excelsior, true believers. Till next time.